Have you ever felt like there's a hidden hand guiding the world's events? That major historical moments, financial crises, and even the music you listen to are all connected by an invisible thread? For centuries, whispers of a secret society, an elite group operating in the shadows, have echoed through history. They're called the Illuminati. Most people dismiss this as a myth, a plot for a blockbuster movie. But what if I told you the evidence is hiding in plain sight? What if the symbols you see every day, the structures of our global systems, and the very way we think about power are all part of a grand design? This isn't about spooky stories or far-fetched theories. This is about connecting the dots, following a trail of clues left behind in history, finance, and culture. Today, we're not just going to talk about the legend of the Illuminati. We're going to explore the real-world structures and systems that suggest a form of hidden governance continues to shape our reality. So, are you ready to see the world with new eyes? Let's begin. To understand the present, we must first look to the past. The original Bavarian Illuminati was founded on May 1, 1776, by a professor named Adam Weishaupt. Their stated goal was to oppose superstition, prejudice, and the abuse of state power. They championed reason, secularism, and enlightenment. Officially, this group was disbanded just a decade later. But did it truly disappear? Or did it simply go deeper underground, evolving its methods and expanding its influence? Think about the principles they were founded on: a new world order guided by reason, a world without national borders or traditional institutions. Now look at our world today. We have global organizations that transcend national sovereignty, like the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the United Nations. These bodies make decisions that impact billions of people, often with little direct accountability to the public. Are these the natural evolution of global cooperation, or are they the modern-day fulfillment of a plan set in motion over 2 centuries ago? It's a compelling question. The idea wasn't just to seize power, but to create a system where power is centralized and managed by a select, enlightened few. A system that, on the surface, appears to be for the good of all. Now let's talk about something we all understand: money. Follow the money is the first rule of any investigation, and it's no different here. Have you ever wondered why global wealth is concentrated in the hands of so few? Or how financial markets can be so volatile, with booms and busts that seem to come out of nowhere? Consider the concept of central banking. Most countries have a central bank, like the Federal Reserve in the United States. These are private institutions that have the power to create money out of thin air and lend it to governments at interest. This creates a system of perpetual debt. Governments, and by extension the taxpayers, are forever indebted to these private banking entities. Who benefits from this system? A small group of international banking families and financial elites who have held this power for generations. Through their control of the money supply, they can influence economies, fund both sides of conflicts, and steer nations in directions that benefit their interests. They can trigger inflation, devalue currency, and create financial crises that allow them to buy up assets for pennies on the dollar. This isn't a theory. It's the fundamental mechanics of our global financial system. The structure itself is the mechanism of control. It's a silent form of rule, far more effective than any army. But control isn't just about money and politics. It's also about what you think, what you believe, and what you desire. This is where the media and entertainment industries come into play. Have you ever noticed how certain themes, symbols, and narratives appear over and over again in movies, music videos, and television shows? Think about the all-seeing eye, the pyramid, and other esoteric symbols. They are often dismissed as artistic choices or edgy marketing. But in the language of secret societies, symbols are everything. They are a way of communicating and reinforcing a worldview. When you see your favorite pop star using this imagery, is it just a coincidence? Or is it part of a larger cultural engineering project? The media does more than just entertain. It shapes our perception of reality. It tells us who to admire, what to aspire to, and what to fear. It can create distractions, focusing the public's attention on trivial celebrity drama while major geopolitical shifts happen unnoticed. It can normalize ideas and behaviors that serve a specific agenda, slowly shifting the cultural landscape over generations. By controlling the narrative, you control the mind. When everyone is consuming the same messages, it creates a consensus reality, a mental framework that's difficult to see beyond. This is the most subtle and perhaps the most powerful form of control. So what does this all mean for you, an individual living in this complex world? It's not about feeling powerless or falling into despair. It's about waking up. It's about developing critical thinking. The first step to reclaiming your sovereignty is to become aware of the systems that are designed to influence you. Start questioning the narratives you're given. When you watch the news, ask yourself, what is the intended message here? Who benefits from me believing this? When you see a new trend emerging, ask, where did this come from? What values is it promoting? Educate yourself on how the financial system really works. Read history from diverse sources, not just the sanitized versions in official textbooks. True power doesn't come from being part of a secret cabal. It comes from knowledge, awareness, and the freedom to think for yourself. The system of control relies on a population that is distracted, uninformed, and passive. By simply choosing to pay attention, to question, and to seek out your own truths, you are taking a revolutionary act. The goal isn't to overthrow a shadowy group in a single day. The goal is to build a world where such hidden control is impossible because the people are too aware to be manipulated. It starts with you. It starts with a conversation. It starts with the courage to look behind the curtain and see the world for what it really is. The idea of a hidden hand guiding the world isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. It's a call to reclaim your own mind and your own perception of reality. The greatest secret they have is the fact that their power is derived from our ignorance and our consent. By withdrawing both, the entire structure begins to lose its foundation. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into a topic that challenges the very core of what we think we know. If this discussion sparked your curiosity and made you think, that's a victory. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm genuinely interested to hear what you think. And if you want to continue exploring these kinds of mind-expanding topics, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Stay curious, stay aware, and think for yourself.